Hello, welcome back to Metalhead Nation Garage. I'm Chris, your host. Hey, give us a thumbs up and like the channel, and subscribe to it if you like it. Hey, we're getting on to the rock news today. Foreigner announces a farewell tour. Going to be their last tour. It's going to be extensive. It's going to run for a couple years. The founding member, Mick Jones, and the only original member of Foreigner, 67 years old, but he's had lots of health issues here the last several years. So they decided to call this the last one. So, there was talk before that maybe Foreigner goes on without Mick Jones, but it looks like they're calling it quits after this. So, hey, if you get a chance to get out there and see Foreigner, they put on a hell of a show. And I tell you, one of the probably biggest rock acts of the 70s and the 80s. I mean, they have a number of hits. Jukebox Hero was one of them. And the list goes on. And the Foreigner, they had, I think they do have the most top 10 hits of a rock act. So very big, and it'll be great to see too. And they do a lot of good things. They donate to the local choirs in each city when they come to town. They have a little drawing contest of sort that for one of the choirs of a local school to perform with them when they're in town. So they do a lot of great things for the community. They always donate to the hospitals that when they come to town, they'll, sell a CD and give all the donations to charity. They do a lot of great stuff. But anyways, if you get a chance, get out and see them. Really good. Hey, moving on, the Grammy Awards is coming up here, and had some really good acts that came out or being nominated. Ozzy Osbourne for one, but Megadeth for the other. They released albums, and they went fighting both 1 and 2 there for a spell of a couple weeks. But pretty cool for Megadeth to get there. I think that's one of the best metal albums out there that's been released, and in several years. Very heavy, very good, very thrashy. They are on tour too. If you can see Megadeth, I'm telling you, it's really worth it. They put on a hell of a show. And going on from that news, we talked about Zakk Wylde. They're getting together. They're not calling it a reunion of Pantera, but they're touring as Pantera. But he said he has got all the tracks down that they are going to play in their set list. And the surprising thing is, he said he practiced by watching Pantera YouTube concerts, videos and stuff, and learn the song. So that was pretty cool. I guess everybody watches YouTube, right? But get ready for that. I know that they're in South America on the first 4 shows, and then they come to the States, and they're going to announce some here in the near future. So don't know if they're going to be festivals, arena tours. I don't know. Could it be stadium? A lot of people are, like I said, it's going to be a lots of, in 2023, stadium tour. So be on the lookout for anything to happen with that, because it's bringing a lot of excitement, to the metal community with Pantera getting back together. But, on to Ohio here. Joe Walsh, a local guy from Cleveland, Kent State area. He does a benefit every year for the vets. So he got the James Gang back together. They played in several shows here. They first got back together there and did some shows in 2006, but they've been doing this annually. And he also did say that he wanted to, do some a tour with the James Gang. So, so be on the lookout for that. Who was at this? Black Keys, 9 Inch Nails, Trent Reznor was at this benefit. So, very good. It was up in Columbus, and sold out show, and you know, and it goes to the vets. I mean, what a great cause that is, I tell you. And you know, talking about some of the metal we have here, Slipknot came out and stated, hey, they may quit making albums. Really doesn't make any sense there because their last album went #1, but they said that they may just start releasing singles. So, we've heard that from Guns N' Roses, right? They said that they have several singles and, about 8 altogether, and that's what they was going to do. Every couple weeks here soon, they're going to release one, another couple weeks they'll release one. So I really haven't heard what the benefit of that is. I don't know. Is it just because the record industry is down from the 80s, 90s? I don't know. But or maybe they just want to do a song here and there. I don't know. It doesn't really make too much sense. I like a full, album myself, CD, what have you. And I guess, they're making cassettes too. So moving on to more news is Kiss. They have Gene Simmons came out and announced that they do have the last date set. What city and the date, but he's not going to announce it yet. But we could probably guess the state. Paul Stanley stated, when this was going to end before the pandemic came and the cancellation of everything. The final would be in New York. So I bet that it's going to be in New York, but it's going to be somewhere in 2023. He also said there a couple of years ago that he thought it'd be early 2023. So I don't know. I'm thinking mid June. Hey, what do you guys think? Leave a comment down there. Do you think it'll be first of 2023, around that first quarter, second quarter 2023, or does it run, pretty long all the way through 2023? So leave your comments. It'd be interesting to see what you guys think, and let us know if you think you might go see him, and if you're interested in that or not. I got an interesting news here and we'll go through some of these bands here, and it's like when we go through it, it's the only original member of the band left, and they're still touring. And one of them we just talked about at the beginning is Foreigner Mick Jones. He is the only original member in Foreigner right now, and with this farewell tour, it will be the end. Another surprising one, I didn't know, but Angus Young is the only original member of AC/DC that, and hopefully they start touring. So that was surprising to me. We do have another one, and that would be Anthrax, Scott Ian. He's the only original member of Anthrax that they're touring now. Boston, you probably know that. Tom Schultz, the lead guitarist, he is the only original member with him touring. And that is something, Exhumed, Matt Harvey is the only one. So it's kind of, there's a lot of bands out there that really not all the original members are touring with them. So, but was surprising. Leonard Skinner, only Gary Rossington left. So we have a few things there. And the last thing we will talk about is more Van Halen. Sammy Hagar's making the rounds. He's giving a lot of interviews anymore, and he was talking about when he joined early on Van Halen, the first couple albums, how he stated that, that he was just goofing off, when he first joined. They was just having a lot of fun, him and Eddie was laughing and going on and things. And he said he kind of had some goofy lyrics to it, but it was just all in fun. So, I remember when he joined the band, you know, a lot of the original fans of the original band, they did not like his lyrics. So kind of interesting. He's saying he was kind of goofing off, and over the years, the fans didn't like his lyrics in Van Halen, but he did state that when they did the third album, he was all in, and that was their Grammy award-winning For Unlawful Carnal Knowledge. So just a little bit of information with Van Halen and Sammy Hagar. Like I said, he's making all kinds of interviews and talking Van Halen, so well, I'd like to know what's coming up in the future here, if anything. So, all right, that's all I got here today. Hey, again, give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. We'll see you on the next episode.